So this is our creation station, and what it is this month is the Christmas one, so it's Merry Grinch Mas. So what I'm going to show you is your first coat, you're going to paint it the Grinch green. So you're just going to dip your brush in and just go back and forth. Long strokes if you can. This color covers pretty good, but you'll probably need 2 coats. And once you do the top, you're just going to want to get the sides. You could have probably started doing the sides first and just holding your brush kind of on an angle. Oops. Just like that. If you get in a little bit of paint on the outside, just kind of brush it off so that you don't have any thick paint on your outside edges. There, so that's one coat. I'm going to stop my camera now, and when I come back, I'll have the second coat on and we will apply the stencil. Okay, so now I got 2 coats. I painted 2 coats of the Grinch green. So now we are going to, actually, if you want to give your sign, just you'll have sandpaper in there. You just want to give it a light sand just to take off any nubbies. So it's just a really light sand, just like that. And give it a wipe. Now you're going to take your Grinch stencil and you're going to apply it to your board. What you're going to want to do, there's a hole in the board and there will be a hole on the stencil. You're going to want to match those holes up. That'll fit good. Okay, so now it's going to match. So now what I'm going to do, it's a 3-part stencil. We're going to pull the grid off first, and this is sticky. And if any of these black inside letters stay on the back of the grid, what you're going to do is push it back down, rub it, and make sure that there's no black left on there. So you're just going to pull it off. You're going to match the holes and make sure that the outside edges all line up. Just like that. And it could be just a little bit off, that's fine. You're going to give it a little rub around on the transfer tape, just around the letters that we're going to paint. And then you're going to pull this transfer tape off, just like this. Sometimes you have to pull in different directions, or put one hand down, hold the vinyl, and pull with the transfer tape. And sometimes the inside of these letters will stick onto the transfer tape, and if that does, you just want to push back your transfer tape, give it a little rub, and go back and pull it off. None of ours are coming off, so I can't really show you a demo of it. Just like that. Now what you're going to do is you're going to give a light coat right around on the vinyl where we're going to paint. You're going to use the same color as the background. So we use Grinch green. So we're just going to paint that. And what this does is it seals the vinyl down so we don't get any paint bleed. Have a little spot there. And you just need a little bit of paint and just going around on the vinyl where your letters are that you're going to paint. So we're going to let that dry, and then we're going to come back and we're going to paint our colors on the vinyl. So now that my Grinch green has dried on my vinyl, I'm going to take my red and I'm going to paint the Mary and the MAS, the moss, in red, and then the face I'm going to do in black, and the Grinch I'm going to do in white. So you're just going to dip your paint into the container, and if you have a napkin, you can wipe a little bit off. You don't want it too much paint on your brush. And you're just going to just paint on the letters. You will probably need 2 coats, but you don't want a lot of paint on there. Okay, then I'm going to take my black and put it on my face. And your first coat's not going to look very nice, but that's okay. And in your kit, you only have 2 brushes, so you'll have to wash your brush in between different colors. Now I'm going to do my white, and I guess I need another brush. So I'll just show you that it's not going to look very nice on your first coat. So what you're going to do is you're going to let that dry for about 5-10 minutes, and then you're going to put a second coat on. Usually you only need 2 coats, but if it's still looks pretty messy, you can always put on a 3rd coat. So we will finish painting this, and we'll come back to remove the stencil. So now that we got it all painted, so in this particular one, I only put 2 coats on the mouth here, on the black, and then the white I actually put 3 coats on, and same with the red. It just was a little transparent. So what you're going to do now, you want to pull off your vinyl, so you're just going to find a little section and pull, and you're just going to, you don't have to be really super careful, you just want to make sure that your stencil is dry before you're pulling it off so you don't get any paint anywhere. Just going to pull it off. This. So you can see on here that some of the letters are still stuck on. So you're going to take, or you might want to get one of your parents to help you with a utility knife. You can use either a utility knife, a safety pin, and you're going to go parallel to the vinyl that's still on there, and you're just kind of trying to get underneath it and pull it off. Just like that. And you want to get parallel, because if you gouge into it, there's a good chance that you're going to cut the wood. So there's a Merry Grinch. Our last thing we do is you're going to have a piece of string, and you are going to feed it through the hole. If you find it hard to feed through the hole, you can always tape the end. Oh, I'm going to have to try on the other side. There we go. And you're just going to tie a little loop knot on the top. Just like that. And hang her up. There you go. There's the Grinch. Happy Merry Grinch.